Oh boy, I cannot wait for this one. Dust2 to kick it off as well. They've got a great map pool. Na'Vi have proven themselves on this map, and I want to see more of that action from Simple, I have to say. Their clutches were just remarkable yesterday. We'll get into a B-lean here from Na'Vi. We haven't seen this before in their pistol rounds. They normally focus towards long, as we talked about so many times before. One of the strongest B bomb site anchors, though. Magisk waits at the platform. He's got 3 players with the bomb on their back, ready and waiting as he holds that USP. They are going to challenge him and do quite a lot of damage there.
He's ready and willing to take these fights. Suppressing bullets are missed. Simple's gone down. Molotov is not forcing his fight immediately. Finally, it was Perfecto and Flamey to enter the site. A chance presenting itself. Perfecto, second frag. And now comes the third, just onto Zipex, 1v2.
Great stuff there from Na'Vi. They lost the first couple of frags, but they've now got themselves a 2-on-1 advantage, though. Up against one of the world's best clutches is Zipex. No kit, but 100 HP and armor available to him. You can see the kit there available in front of the door. Needs to find his first kill quickly, makes a sound cue. And at this point, crossfire set up. Na'Vi should have the advantage here.
Reaction shot, not quite gonna hit. Boomich is trying to get the info, keep Flamey tucked in the corner. He's the one that's low. Now the smoke is deployed and a bullet to the dome. He's got 1 HP to work with. That should be enough, but perhaps not. Catches 1. It has to be precise. 1 tap! So close. The ear of Boomich bleeding, but it's the round for Na'Vi.
Very close there, down to 1 HP from the first interaction, but he still had a chance. He brings it right back to the 1 versus 1, picks up the kit, the smoke was deployed, but it was a little bit too much to handle there. It is going to feed the force fire in the second round. Here's the first kill we didn't quite catch, that CZ towards the double doors in middle, but Boomich leading the charge. He's had a fantastic tournament so far, really enjoying what he's been displaying time and time again. Gets better and better every single map, it seems. Yeah. As we'll send 4 players towards long at the start, going to try and get his nades through, but Boomich is already out, takes quite a lot of damage. That's Simple down to 55. 1 player crosses towards the blue bin, and Device dropped to the floor there by Simple's Galil.
Yeah, Zipex wants to try and take this fight. Glaive jiggling the corner as well, does get tagged down to 50, but continuing his advance. Boomich leads by example, a spearhead of the assault towards long, and it's connected. A barbed head as well, because taking Na'Vi out of this position is going to be painful. Perhaps not. Dupree, he has the answer onto the first. Boomich relieving a lot of the pressure, and that nade should confirm things.
Yeah, I think you might be right there, Alex. Magisk left in the 3 versus 1. Spotted towards short. They don't need to challenge at this point. Drop the Molotov, get that bomb planted, and that's going to be the force fight pushed back. Nice open plant as well. No way he's going to be defusing this bomb, and he might just want to hold on to the deagle and armor and see if he can find an exit kill here. Na'Vi love to focus on long. We've seen it a couple of times now, and this one works out for them very well indeed. Managing to get the AK out. First kill comes in for Boomich. Manages to finish things off with a couple there, and they're going to have 3 players survive here. Magisk will hold towards the long doors. Hope for the best, but that's going to be it.
To talk about that mind games in Counter-Strike as well, while Magisk holds on to his deagle. You know, you had Zonic talking to Frankie saying 12 to 18 hours. I don't know much about them in real life, but I've got them in the game. That's 18 hours of preparation, he was suggesting, for this opponent. And then the mind games come in. We know they go long. We know that long is Na'Vi's thing. Yeah. Now you come into the semi-final, and that's the question. Will they do it again? You have this 4D chess happening now where Blade can say, do something different, and can completely rip that preparation away from Astralis. But it is so interesting to see the decisions made way before the game has even begun.
Yeah, if I'm Na'Vi right now, I'm doing those long takes, but I'm not committing all 5 people. I'm taking the control, taking the vision away from the CTs, and I'm falling back to those mid-splits just to keep them guessing. And it's going to be round number 3 here. It has to be the full eco pretty much for Astralis. P250, USPs, that saved Deagle. If they get a couple of kills, that'll be a success in its own right. But Na'Vi don't need to overcommit to this. They've gone for the long control again. All 5 players committed. We talked about this many times throughout the tournament. Once you have got all 5 players towards the long position, you do have to operate pretty quickly, as we'll see them actually fall back now. So they've got the long control, not going to be fully committing just yet. We've got 1 player back towards T-spawn. That's Simple, looking for any rotating players towards the double doors. Magisk with the Desert Eagle. Has armor as well. The only one that can really do anything about this.
Simple. Left to his own devices in middle. He'll be making sure there's no CT flanks. And Astralis have been very restrained with this one. The Armored Dig on Magisk is really the only option they have for damage. The P250 for Dupree. But yeah, Na'Vi, you can see, not taking any chances. And the perfect weapon for the job. Electronics Krieg, he's struggling and Magisk isn't. Phenomenal connection with his Desert Eagle, but there's a lot more where that came from. Now a bottle of flame. fills the floor. Boomic going swinging wide. The crosshair placement looks fantastic for Magis, but no, goes down. Boomic takes a bit of a wound, but that was the threat from Astralis gone.
Well, that's going to be the round completed. Magis does get one nice shot, but that's about it. Zipex lifted the USP towards short, and Money looking very good for Na'Vi here. Having given up much in the last couple of rounds, Zipex should be dealt with momentarily as the final headshot comes through. Clean sweep for Na'Vi so far, 3-0. Here comes our first gun round. Device has more than enough for the AWP. We've watched them a few times on Dust2 recent times, so we do know Dupree likes to get that secondary AWP out as well. Won't be able to come online in this first gun round, but we have got Device, Armor, and the AWP. A little bit more conservative of his cash than the others, and we'll see the AWP for Simple as well. I didn't expect to see it so early, but here it comes.
T-sided AWPing.
Yeah, one player going down, enables him to bring it out, and why not? Simple is an absolute monster with the weapon, especially on this particular map. Smokes down towards double doors and Xbox. Very standard stuff so far, waiting for an aggressive round from the CT side. If they're going to set the tone, dictate the pace in round number 4 here. All very quiet for now, though. No real long presence in CTs either. To be Astralis falling back, dropping the smoke and actually repositioning towards middle, expecting one of these mid to be splits. I'd assume a boost towards this box here. Glaive will go up. Or Zipex. So that does allow you to look over the CT spawn smokes. It's a very common pre-fire, but can be a very powerful position. Device given the difficult task here with the AWP towards Sean. They've already got past his crosshair. He might not be aware of it.
Yeah, and that's nerve-wracking. He has nobody in support as well. If he goes down, Short is lost. I think he's worked it out as he sees utility. Yeah. Realizes he's better off holding from long side. He was alone on the site, now tucked in on the all too predictable corner, often flashed, and so it's all down to his own read on the game and the communication from his teammates as to when he's required to take that fight. Here, Na'Vi.
Yeah, quite frantic comms.
Yeah. That's the second smoke.
Designed to eradicate AWPers. That hasn't landed, though.
Looked like it was on the fly, not the lineup I was expecting. Device, now he's starting to get a tingle. He knows it's about time for him to strike. Gets the first backwards turn of Boomic, and now tucked in on Elevator, but it's not looking particularly uplifting. Na'Vi dwindling at 15 seconds. The bomb will go down. That's Flamey making sure that happens, but in the meantime, the leader of Na'Vi is now gone. 3 players remaining for this defense.
Yeah, Astralis staying very calm in this situation. They've got a 5-on-3 lead here up against these Galils, but Simple is alive with the AWP. Now, we know what he can do with disadvantages with this sort of weapon. Nice first kill coming in from Flamey, but it's a trade. Glaive from long will strike, and Simple now has been painted into a corner. Oh, wow, what a shot without his. The quick scope delivers, but the Galil is not going to be quite enough. Astralis do post their first round here. 2 kills coming in from Device. Now, miss smoke towards the CT boxes at that point is designed to actually take vision away from Device. Didn't quite land. You can see actually a lot of vision. No flashes in his face. Manages to hit the first shot. They get a couple of kills, and they've recovered a double AWP setup as well. You assume that'll be thrown into the hands of Dupree here, who seems to be getting better and better with the sniper rifle as time goes on. Historically not known to be a team with a double AWP setup, but now it's looking fantastic, and it's about time. It really does work out for them very well.
Yeah, what a treat it is to have a potent double AWP to fall back into, and even more of a treat to be gifted and picking up an AWP into your, 5th round of play. We do see a timeout called early, Hank. I think you can put away the stress.
I think I can. They've learned their lesson. They've realized that these big games, you've got a very experienced and tenured in-game leader behind you. Why not use him? He's got this experience at a high level, the big stage. You've got players like Perfecto who are not used to this environment as well. To slow things down, make sure everyone's on the same page, even if it's just for moral support at this point. It's calm everyone down. We heard quite frantic comms towards the end of the previous round.
Yeah, Blade, of course, in his interview ahead of this one, he says, we know how Astralis play. Everyone does, and we can beat them. He had that confidence into this game, but of course, I mean, you would have to. You would expect to. And execution is a very different matter. Looks like we're ready and willing to jump into round 5, yet timeout has elapsed, and so back into the fray. Round 5, map 1 of our second semi here in Katowice.
Here we go then, round 5 indeed. All for Simple, Perfecto with the Mac 10. A very exciting weapon, especially this tournament. Had some amazing moments. You call the G2 game, you saw Amonek taking multiple players down with it almost every single round. We'll see Zipex with the MP9 towards the mid doors.
He heard the steps, he called one closed doors. He's there to babysit Dupree, who did get flashed off the line. Wasn't able to hold the cross to Xbox for now. He's responsible for middle. Short will be taken. Very little damage taken early here by Na'Vi, and that's worth noting considering just how powerful Astralis' CT utility can be.
So bomb down towards top of middle right now, but they have obtained short. Dupree doesn't overcommit towards the mid-peak. Very difficult angle to challenge, especially the flashbangs and smokes being delivered in that area. Glaive can be happy to hold long by himself now. Teammate throws a smoke down for him. He still has an HE, holds close to the doors as Na'Vi's got the posture up towards shore. We know they've got that execution. They didn't quite land in the previous round. You want to have the two smokes, one on the catwalk wall itself, and then down towards the CT boxes, landing on top of them, just to remove vision from Device, ideally. See if they can nail it this time. 45 seconds remain. Perfecto watching up a B for any potential flanks.
It's relatively telegraphed. They throw the bait smoke, then they do their execute. It's the same as before. Let's see if the smoke lands, this time towards CT. And Device hasn't hit the shot he did before. Dupree instead draws blood. Perfecto's Mac 10 is connected on the loose variable of Zipex.
They're falling back.
And they're pushing through B already. Magisk is in tons. Dupree's by the doors. He has to hit a no-scope. The nade has done something, but Simple through the doors. And Electronic caught unawares. Knife out. 2 versus 3 with 15 seconds left. They're charging in towards B. Magisk, he's going to get there in time, I think. No, already Flamey's found cover. And Simple, he could find this shot. It's so quick. Na'Vi have this round in the bag. It's a long and rather tumultuous road for Glaive to get towards those doors. He's got to get past Simple's crosshair, and he doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss many, and that's going to be 3 kills in the round for him. Device now will have to save the AWP. The last round wasn't as clean as they had liked. They did save 2 AWPs, but only a couple of players surviving. He'll fall back, and Na'Vi have done it once again. A convincing A execution there, falling back, knowing they had the rotations, and at that point, making their way up towards B. It looked like there was a chance for Magisk as well. He did a very good play, pushing in towards those tunnels, cutting them off towards middle. But Simple, give him an opportunity. He'll more than likely hit the shot every single time. Manages to get 3. He's carrying them through these rounds once again as Flamey and Simple will survive. Device keeps up the AWP, but money isn't great on the CT side. Might be a timeout for them this time. See Dupree on 4,000, Mages 34. It might just have to be the partial buy around the AWP with a boost towards short perhaps for Device. Maybe he goes in anchors towards B. We'll see what they've got in mind here. Dupree will bring out the CZ. Here's the replay of Simple, just of course, straight through the doors. That was the quick shot that saved the day. Another fast one towards Glaive. He's just getting warmed up here, Alex. Looks scary out there.
It's the speed by which he's finding these frags that makes him just look different in those replays. Unbelievably fast. Dupree's considering something rather cheeky, but Simple's ready and waiting. Somewhat of a standoff. Dupree has the advantage if they actually inquire. That's the power of his position. You walk out suicide, you jiggle towards the doors. Dupree has a real good shot at you.
So against these pistols and partial buys, Na'Vi do favor this long position, but Device, he's on the A side right now. There are plenty of players in front of him. And in terms of execution in this position, you can double smoke the crossover, flash over, hit your shots, and that's one thing Na'Vi are very good at indeed. Device will be throwing a defensive smoke just to block vision from the ramp when they do finally commit. Enables him just to look right down the mouth of long here.
It is such a minuscule gap to take that vice versus the enemy AWPer. It is Simple still in pit. Both crosshairs staring down the same direction. It's just a question of as the smoke fades, who's going to take a little bit of an extra step? Simple does, and he's eliminated the key threat of the round. Now his team can swarm, and they do. Gathering like moths to the flame, the Molotov on the site, and it does look good. All until Dupree sees Z. Only the one, a consolation frag, as this round is all Na'Vi.
Yeah, really nice play there from Na'Vi. Once they got that opening pick, they know it's going to be a scramble to recover the AWP. Good spacing, nice trade potential. Nothing to report in terms of mistakes there. Really nice play from Na'Vi. This long area really works out for them. The Wolfpack mentality, making their way through and just eradicating everyone on their path. Impressive scenes here. We were not sure whether they were going to have the same sort of game plan with this area of the map, but it seems to be working out time and time again, so why not?
So, yeah, you can see that teams, multiple times, we've had the luxury of watching Na'Vi's Dust2,
yes,
fresh in our memory.
Absolutely.
So this is all coming off the top of the dome, but we've seen multiple teams over the last 2 days trying that mid-push, and it never has quite seemed to throw the spanner you would expect to throw.
I like this, though, from Na'Vi. So they're presenting the same ideas. They're conditioning Astralis to have this presence of mind that the threat towards long could be a problem for them. Once you start getting 3 players towards long, they're trying to challenge it. That's when you're going for your fast mid-splits, your B rushes. You're going to start mixing it up. It's looking very good for Na'Vi in that respect. Here was the opening pick, and you can see them just committing off that straight away. Before Glaive can even stabilize the AWP, he recovers, taken down, and Dupree, he'll get one kill. Astralis are always going to find a couple in those sort of rounds, but ultimately, Na'Vi with a healthy lead here on the T side of Dust2, and it's Dupree as the main sniper going into the next round.
I love it. Dupree did give it a real hard pause, but you just said it, Henry. Yeah. You've called it, and there's 4 CTs leaning A. They charge down middle, and Boomich already outdoors. That's a very good flash from Glaive.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. They're trying to put the fear of God into Astralis towards that long position, so they committed 3 at the very start. Simple flashed off, and I dare say to hit the shot if he wasn't. Looking towards the angle now. If Glaive walks into his crosshairs, he's in a lot of trouble, but stays reserved. Doesn't overcommit. This round on the knife's edge here. In terms of the setup, they leave Zipex to anchor towards long. Device backing him up on A. And Glaive, he'll be towards middle, but Dupree, he's at the B doors. Now at the window, he can actually fall back and make sure he can be assistance to both Magisk and Glaive.
Astralis reacted very quickly after discovering the absence of a long threat. Straight back into their default setup, 2-1-2. Device with the M4. He is rather solo on that ramp, and if this utility starts to fall in, that Molotov, or rather Incendiary, does successfully buy them 7 seconds. The T-Smokes will be pluming, and all of Na'Vi, they do just travel as a pack.
Yeah, I love it. When you've got this much star potential and aim stars available to you, why not? Let's get stuck in, trade out. And it's going to be Device now. No AWP, the M4 in hand, a very difficult weapon to deal with this sort of scenario. 3 players in front of him. Glaive will go down. Device will pull one back. He needs at least one more kill, and it's the big man waiting for him with the AWP. Device, he'll sit in the corner, allow them to get the bomb site here, hoping there's an overcommitment from one player.
Yeah, and Zipex is there hoping that they lean into his long angle. He can't get the trade. He's missing his shots. And Electronic's double could seal the round. That's a triple from Electronic, but Magisk does give us an ode to Kobe and 2v2. Simple does easily find the bottom of Magisk, and Dupree's just going to have to Scarpa preserve the AWP. Na'Vi's T side is looking like a stranglehold on the Danes at this point.
Yeah, it's Electronic. On his T side and Dust2, he's got to be one of the best AK players on this map. He's absolutely insane. Up towards short. You just let him off the leash to say, we'll drop some smokes for you, you get stuck in. 3 more kills found. He doesn't miss many shots. And that's going to be another prime example of that. Simple to take down the key frag towards Magisk. He had a slight window of opportunity there, but Simple takes him out of CT spawn. Dupree with no choice but to save the AWP. He was anchored towards B, hoping they could focus along on the very start of the round, but another successful campaign from Na'Vi here. Device did well to get one, but then Electronic gets all the information he needs there. Scope out, manages to get both. Brilliant work there, and Astralis struggling here. It's going to be their first time out. In terms of loss bonus, they will be at the absolute maximum at this point. That's $3,400 per player. They've saved the AWP, so they can definitely justify a partial buy here. It's going to be Magisk with a scout. And these are the sort of rounds Astralis win. At this stage, might need to, just to kind of get the wind in their sails and get going. This long take, though, has just been so difficult to handle. And Na'Vi are calling a very, very good game of CS so far.
It has looked relatively flawless.
Yeah, you can see why they like Dust2 so much. You don't need much tactical depth, just variations of your default, an understanding of the fundamentals and the spacing. Hit your shots. And we'll see the first bit of damage exchange. That creep with the double doors has been a big talking point. The scout, though, as well, will land towards Boomich. Drops him down to 55 as they make their way up towards shorts here. Molotov's deployed. And long is where they're focused. Dupree nails it.
He's got plenty of time to retreat, reposition, and redeploy. Bomb long side, but Na'Vi by no means committing all their resources there, and Device, he goes walking. They catch the CT aggression, and both of them fall.
Okay, Boomich, that was one hell of a shot. That was from T-spawn, the double doors of the AK-47. 1 bullet straight to the dome. And Dupree now. The bomb's on the other side of this smoke. If he can find it, there's a chance they win the round. 1 minute on the clock, nice boost towards the blue pin, but it might not be enough here, but there's the trade again, Electronic.
Saw the bomb though.
That's a good point, but now the AWP goes down. What can they really do about this? They have 1 player towards A, that's Magisk. There's still a minute on the clock. They can't guarantee it'll be an A finish at this point. Zipex will have to hold strong towards B. No utility, no kits. 3 versus 2. Perfecto low, but it will take one hell of a performance from that scout to save the day.
Yeah, I mean, almost a misstep, right? Because the chances are it's not going to be Boomich or Perfecto taking that first contact. Electronic, the man with the plan. Bomb on his back, the only player with a full health bar. And he will be the one to go in first. 27 seconds. It's starting to get a little too obvious as the Molotov comes towards Car and Magisk. He does spot Perfecto out and does connect the bullet. This time Electronic, this is the real target. This is the prize Stag, and he only tags him. Galloping off now towards the A site.
Yes, if he had a scout of his own, might have been able to do something about that. Bomb planted now. There is a chance he wins it. A couple of deagle shots could be enough here. Charges up towards Shaw. Flashbang deployed. All-in moment here for him. Can he find the first? Apparently not. Electronic continues his strong form here. Another 3K in round number 8 there. He's going to take his total up to 7 and 5. Everyone fragging on the Na'Vi side of things. Everyone's hovering around 7 or 6 frags. This goes to show you that Wolfpack mentality, the group play is really working out for them. If everyone hits their shots, stays together, it's a basic approach here, but Astralis, they're not handling it right now.
Have they sprinkled in enough so that Astralis have to second guess when they find first contact? Have we seen, because we know they're traveling as a pack. Astralis are feeling them traveling as a pack, but are they doing enough so that Astralis don't know what's coming?
Well, we saw Simple do this a few times yesterday. This is the unexpected play. He runs through towards the mid doors. You've conditioned them towards long to be so scared of that long push. And now Simple can look towards CT spawn. Perfecto is a great anchor towards these B tunnels, and he will be taken down. Finally, Astralis showing a bit of aggression here, some confidence.
Oh no, there's no way they're ready for that! He hit both of them! Magisk! He's not really sure what's going on. His ears are ringing, and Simple's got his Glock out. He's going through the smoke. He's feeling himself. And Magisk watch it out for Simple.
No.
He's opened up the B site solo. Charges down middle. He's got 2 AWPs to work with. He can just rock them akimbo because the site will be Na'Vi's. And the CTs, they are shaken.
The prodigal son of Counter-Strike. I don't know how he does it. That's absolutely mental.
Collateral, no less.
He was so confident. Oh, I hit them both. I'll just put my Glock out, walk in the smoke, somehow not even see him, find the kill. It's just remarkable. No one plays Counter-Strike like he does. And it will be Boomage to confirm the round here. 4 players surviving on the T side here. Astralis will have no choice but to save the AWPs once again. What a great adjustment. Like we said, focusing so much towards long, some slow defaults, but they have that ace up their sleeve. If they want to run through middle, knowing there's going to be open, Simple, locking down CD spawn, that's rotations towards B, and of course, looking towards the B side, hits both of them. I've never seen anything like that. That's kind of insane for a T-AWPer to do, but I absolutely love it.
We saw him holding that line in the game versus FaZe Clan, but rarely paid dividends in that way, and now you can see why. You can see why he wants to take that position, but also why he holds that line towards the B site as well as CT spawn. And so 8 rounds to Na'Vi into round 10. That is quite the conundrum. World number 1, defending champions, Astralis here on the semi-final stage, the very same stage they lifted the trophy last year. It does sound like we've got a timeout and a chance to jump over to Chad with a quick timeout tactics.
You guys were asking how they've been conditioned so far to do with this contact. There's been long plays. You can see this, a 4-man stack from the Astralis side towards long. This is something that exists in their playbook, but you can see Na'Vi straight down middle taking control within the first 10 seconds, and then all the utility that has to be dumped towards mid doors to deal with this. They are running rings around Astralis right now. They've got to get back in this one, and the double AWPs haven't worked. I don't know what the solution is, boys. Back to you.
Yeah, it's a good point, Chad. I don't know either. That every time they try and adapt and change their setup, it's Na'Vi presenting a completely different idea, a change of pace, and there's not really much you can do against that. They haven't done anything wrong. It's just simple. He's just dictating where he wants to go on the map, where he wants to find kills. You can't predict it, and he's hitting every single shot. It's an absolute bloody nightmare out there. They'll have to bring the 4M4s out at this point. They're challenging towards long again. This time with 4 players, Alex, and it's going to be the first kill for Simple once again. No one can stop this man. Resistance is futile as he continues to find shot after shot. Finally, Device and Majors will step up. Can they get Simple down? Apparently not. And they have got the lead.
Flying out of long. Na'Vi, they return to what previously worked, but Astralis, their resistance and their additional numbers pays off. Magisk takes 2 before he's taken down.
We have got this tag team combo.
Oh no.
Flamey and Simple. The Molotov doesn't go where they'd like, but still, they're absolutely fine. So with 1 minute 15 on the clock here, Device towards T-Spawn, locks them in towards this position. That's key info. They can't fall back from long at this point. And they might know it. They're fine with this. They love to push long. 10 kills are Simple so far. Maybe a couple more required if they're going to stick the landing on this one.
This is the cross. Bullets already exchanged, but Flamey has made it He did bring the bomb with him. That is quite the achievement. Now his teammate can set himself up. If only he could plant for him. He has a chance to plant for long in the smoke to help him do so. But Katowice, he's gone! Simple is not missing. He is unrelenting. And he wants more.
Not the Glock.
He's using the smoke to perfect advantage. He's got backs turned. Glaive considering it as an option, but now here they are, and he's making them look silly. Humiliation on the semi-final stage. Flamey finishes. It's 9-1.
Call it done, Alex. This guy is unbelievable. That is just one confident play. He knows exactly what's coming. He reads it one step ahead of every player on the server. Snaps around. The moment Device comes out as well. Look at this. It couldn't be better if we tried. And then he's got the audacity to push through the smoke. They're boosting. He's making them look foolish out there. Glaive will pull one back, but the final kill comes in their favor as we go 9-1 here. The money is evaporating for Astralis. They'll have to go for Desert Eagles, a single scout here, and Dupree pushing off towards shore, but it's a long take once again. This time the nade's very successful. Perfecto's on the hunt, looking for the double kill. There's significant damage, but it's an equal trade. 4-4 for now as they boost up towards the site.
This just feels the same experience so many different ways. Magisk is the one to feel the wrath of Simple's AWP. You can just hold that line, sit pretty, his team will do the rest. They are in no rush whatsoever. Astralis are the ones that are feeling hot under the collar of their Jack Jones jersey. Bye-bye, Boomich. Connection and a chance now as he uses the smoke to... Oh my goodness, Simple just got another. With Zipex just trying and apply some additional pressure to those playing the close wall, but now Device has to continue to add more to the tally. 2 so far etched onto Goose, and he wants more. Electronic knows there's a gap, surely. The way he's moving. Oh, well, the flash is perfect for it, Henry.
The flash works out very nicely indeed. The Molotov's even better. Device roasting here towards CT spawn. It's a matter of time before he goes down. This is absolutely flawless so far from Na'Vi, giving up 1 round at this stage. That was number 4, and now with a streak of 7.
Honestly, you know, this Simple does remind me of the Team Liquid Simple. For anyone that didn't quite catch that incredible storyline, to give you a quick summary as we get ready for another battle here on Dust2. He went into that team and experienced not relying on his teammates. He went into that and underperformed, and they still won. Broke down in an interview with Puckett afterwards, and I think that same kind of vibe is making its way to the semi-final stage. The faith he has in his team, reminiscent of that of Liquid. And now, Device is going to have to be a little careful. They exchange blow for blow. Electronic full health, going aggressive, and the spray connects.
He's unreal with that Krieg. No one missing any shots on the Na'Vi side of things with Zipex with a great position here. The flashbang does move him away, but it's still another great shot. Electronic continues his rampage here towards the A site.
Look at them.
Na'Vi have managed to trap lightning in a bottle with this kid, and they're calling him Electronic. This is where we'll see him absolutely dominate the T side of Dust2. Another 3 kills in round number 12, Alex. How can you stop them at this point?
Multi-kill after multi-kill. They're getting multiple multi-kills is all I can say. It's ridiculous. Everyone taking their turn. Electronic at the tippy top of the scoreboard alongside Simple, 14 and 12 respectively. Another round where Dupree, Magisk this time, clutching onto their rifles and just shaking their heads. You've got some of the best brains of Counter-Strike, and right now, they're baffled.
I don't know what a solution is. You're trying absolutely everything. You're trying to shut down those long takes of 4 players, and they rush middle. They're hitting every single shot. You stack towards shore. Electronic is just pre-firing you with a perfect Krieg spray. This is peak level performance in Counter-Strike at this stage. There's nothing that can be done at this point. You haven't even got a chance to warm up. You can't even get into the game.
This is why, Henry, I don't want to play Dust2, because I'm pretty sure I play against Na'Vi.
Every game.
Every single game, T-sides feel like Na'Vi. But yes, jokes aside, Electronic, this is another triple kill round. And the third, he's taken down this AWPer and he's peeking into him. Spectacular work. And you can see every round looks like it's about to be the first map under the belt for Na'Vi in their reactions. It looks like a change of pace a little from Astralis. Another stack. Chad broke this down on the board. It's them trying to find an answer. The flash is good, and so is the frag. Glaives gets away. Scar-free, completely safe. Zipex's flash made sure of that.
Finally, they have an opening advantage here. Can they capitalize upon it, though? That's the question. Simple. Pistol out again, waiting for Majors to push towards the B tunnels here. Surely he won't. There's no need to at this point. They need to maintain the advantage. Device waits, and Boomich will deal with him. Alone, no one to back him up. It was a nice idea to have the off angle, but ultimately it's led them to a 4-on-4. Glaive with the reaction of Boomich. He's one step ahead every single time. They just seem to know exactly what's going on, Alex.
Yeah, and it's so interesting that two members of Na'Vi are at the 100% kill assisted or traded at this point in time of Dust2. Round 13. Simple and Perfecto. And Perfecto's one we've had on the radar, the desk covered it. This is his first S-tier semi-final. It's against Astralis, and at the moment, things are going swimmingly. Not to speak too soon. 3 members remaining for the Danes, and you can see that the bomb is still taking its time. It's on the back of Perfecto, lingering now towards middle. Zipex, that's his responsibility. Dupree will collect onto Boomich, but he was simply trying to draw the CTs that direction. Zipex, he's a little late to the party. He's going to have to play this headshot angle, and there's 3 players that want to breathe towards this site. Breach is the word I was looking for.
So, Alex, no real utility on the CT side. Zipex has a smoke. Dupree challenging with the M4 here, but it's a difficult shot to land. A little bit of damage inflicted towards Flamey, but he's more than happy to take the duel with the scope of the creek here. Zipex working his way through with Mages there. Will they go for the boost? Well, they've got a dink in at least, but here we go, a chance. They've actually got the lead here, but it's simple. 1 versus 1 now, Dupree. He'll make his way towards the bomb site.
90% clutch rate on this map. We saw him win 1 against Liquid versus 4. He's only got to find 1 and he's done it again. The percentage goes up again, Henry. 12-1 for Na'Vi, and Simple just can't lose clutches.
This is like nothing I've ever seen before. I've seen some great games from Simple, but I've never seen a flawless game of Counter-Strike presented like this. Hasn't really missed a shot, seems to be in the correct position every time. Everyone within Na'Vi hitting every shot that's available to them, and Dupree, nothing you can do about that one. It's going to be 12-1, and in terms of money, it might be another partial buy situation. That says it all. We're in the first half here, and they've used 3 timeouts already as we head into round number 14. Things have fallen apart at the seams for Astralis.
Sonic. He only gets 1 more chance for this map, and my goodness, it feels like Astralis, their chances are dwindling by the entirety. 2 scouts into this one. They'll do their very best. You can see the stats on your screen. Take a look at that KD. You can see the utility damage as well, starting to climb a little bit for Astralis. Okay, Glaive back in the driving seat, but that's the first blood they were hoping for. Let's see if they can convert.
The scout towards those mid doors has been very powerful indeed. Dupree know the task is not completed yet, though. Focusing towards long, he's confirmed that. But still, when Na'Vi get long control, they seem to run away with it every single time. It's going to be simple to try and open things up towards the A bomb site. You can see a player ready and waiting on the site. That's Device. Utility exchange, no AWP for him, but he does sit in the smoke. M4 in hand, damage being dealt out, but only lightly.
Yeah, minimal. And now up towards the ramp, all 3 of them. Look at the pre-fires. This must be so terrifying. Device is just sweating. Now choosing to push, gets a glimpse of 1. They know where he is. Boomich catching a bullet in the meantime. Perfecto desperately trying to force Device into the open. Now the smoke fades, and this gets more difficult. A perfect flash, but they don't peek on it. Boomich connect.
How do they keep hitting these shots? Perfecto gets the jumping kill, and there's nothing that can stop Na'Vi at this point. Every shot lands in the skull of Astralis. The bomb to be planted. It's a 4 versus 2. Mages to the scout. Dupree will be joining him, but they have no defuse kit. 1 smoke available. There's surely no way to even get into this. Another beautiful shot from Flame. He goes down to 3 HP, but that's it. Dupree will have to hold on to his M4 as he sits and cowers in the corner towards long. 13-1. They haven't missed a bullet yet.
Astralis, world number 1. They've been in the top 30 for 230 days with this core. Dupree, yes, he's doing well to take a couple away, but it is nothing more than stat padding. 13-1. Na'Vi, they're so close to picking up their map pick. And our analysts, we spoke to them earlier, of course, on the desk, and the answer was Dust2 really does determine this semi-final. The sentiment was if they want to beat Astralis, it starts on Dust2. Well, quite the statement.
Yeah, and then some, I would say. Well, look at the scoreboard here. Like Zipex and Glaive, nothing to do with this game so far. 10 frags between them. Final round of this first half. They limp in with FAMAS, MP9s. UMPs and Perfecto, he's had enough of this. He wants to close things out in style. Looking to find the opening frag. Simple just somehow gets 2 more. What in God's name is going on right now?
Site is open. Oh, and another one goes down. Astralis. They are just being pantsed live on stage. Glaive will catch Simple, but the damage has been dealt and the bomb's on its way to the other side of the map. Just Zipex with an MP9 and a nade. Shaking in his boots, but Glaive has done better. Catching middle. Making things as awkward as he can. Zipex, however, cut down to half by Flamey, and just a matter of time, he's managed to get away.
Well, he'll have to do so because he's got an MP9 and no utility stuck in the corner there. I don't know how he fights his way out of this one. The further away he gets, the more limited his options become. There is a slight gap in the smoke. Fires off bullets, so they know exactly what he's got there. They'll jump over the gap. If bomb goes down, again, no kits available. Glaive with 2 kills so far. Recovers to Krieg. He's got the incendiary and an HE grenade. It'll have to be one hell of a throw, though. Doesn't connect, and Flamey now just so ready to get stuck in once again, and it works out for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing an unheard of experience for Astralis, a semi-final opening map, and they are leaving the first half with 1 round. Na'Vi 14, Astralis 1 to start off the semi-final here in Katowice. Unheard of scenes for a semi-final in Katowice 2020. Defending champions Astralis find themselves down 14-1 up against Na'Vi, and the man on a mission in the center of your screens. A man possessed and a man inspired by the components of his team. He truly believes he can contend with the world's best, and right now, Henry, they are.
Well, they call him the Undertaker, Alex. He's looking to slam shut the coffin of the Danes here. This has been remarkable from him. Couple more rounds will do it. They're looking to close things out and not even get Astralis to a warmed-up position. We'll see the PD-50 come out for Device. I think he's got the long spawn as well behind it, so they will be taking this, but oh god, look who's waiting for them. Flashed off, Simple will fall back. He's joined by Boomich as they reposition towards Car and the crossover.
Looking almost identical to the Na'Vi long pistol as well. Holding the mid push, Dupree and Zipex just not committing with that bomb. They're setting P250 up in pit. That's going to real sting if Device can find some precision here. Simple elevates himself with the extra lip, hoping to find Device unawares. Boomich has managed to find the first for Na'Vi. He is going to be Molotov'd out of position. That's a big investment of the nade, and he's still comfortable in the corner. No issue whatsoever, and Simple's found another one, Henry.
Oh, another headshot towards the pit as well. Device is at 6 HP.
Oh no!
This is looking like it's done. A 5-on-3. They've got one smoke. Found another as well. They can cross over, but we'll even get close to that side of the map. Zipex is just getting chipped away out. They got the pre-fire towards the car. Dupree's in the open. Surely will be dealt with momentarily as they limp back as just a fraction of HP left over for them. But they have brought it back to a 3 versus 2 with plenty of time remaining, but Flamey now locks them in towards that long position. How do they even get out of this? The bomb's down, time ticking away, and one bullet on either of them will take them out. A bomb plan would be great at this point.
There is another smoke on the floor, so chances are, if Dupree was to spot it out, they would have a perfect smoke for the cross. There it is, picked up and thrown. But with this kind of health, good flash. Dupree does make it across. 2 stars remain for Astralis, Dupree and Device. Shots close. He's going to be exposed to long. Device has got to tuck himself in time or he will be caught. I don't know if he saw him. Did Flamey not see?
I don't think he did. We'll have a look. Oh, well, apparently that's not a problem whatsoever. Map point already. Got to be the quickest map for Dust2 we've casted this tournament so far. Unbelievable scenes here. It's a long take from Astralis. They had the same mentality as Na'Vi. The double smokes over, flash through, hopefully find a couple of kills with the P250, but completely shut down once again. It looks like we're all done here on the first map. Luckily for Astralis, move on to Nuke next, where you can't be this loose and this aggressive, but like I said, they haven't even had a chance to get going here.
Not at all. Simple. That dink onto Device, by the way, was just a fraction of his head. And at that crazy range, yeah, I think the face of Magisk really does say it all for the current mental state of the Danes. You've come in, hours of preparation.
Well, the good news is they did get the bomb planted at least. We said that would be something going forward. They are going to need 14 rounds in a row. At this stage, just trying to make the scoreline competitive, I would say. It's just going to be a matter of time before Na'Vi close things out. But this is looking quite strong. You can see 2 Kriegs out, the Scout as well, a UMP. They've got long control at the very start of the round, still have 2 smokes with the cross, so they pretty much have to commit to this. They can't really fall back. They've got all 5 players out towards long. Got to wait for things to settle down a little bit. Auto shotgun for Simple, of course, being a bit of a calling card for him this tournament. The Max 7, the auto shotgun, seems to find a kill every single time.
Yeah, he's tried all 3. I think we got the Nova out as well.
Nova was there. Yeah. That didn't work out quite as well.
Yet. Here we go, Astralis towards the long position. And you can see the jump over the smoke from Glaive got him a whole lot of information. He's pieced together where 2 components of this Na'Vi puzzle rest. Brain doesn't connect, but good damage from Flamey, perhaps to be finished off by his comrades. 3 players from Astralis make it across to the bomb, but from behind, the Alligator has found its prey. 1 from Simple with a shotgun. He will be neutralized. Magisk make sure of that. 3 versus 2. They maintain the numbers, but for how long? He's taken ambitious Jules Boomich. And down to Perfecto, his first S-tier semi-final, looking to clutch it out for the win. It's not impossible, but it doesn't look likely. Magisk's position should be a guaranteed round win.
There it is. It will be Astralis posting their 2nd round of the map so far, 15-2. The Kriegs prevail as they always do, and we're going to see, I presume, 4 spy coming in from Na'Vi at this stage, and they don't have to, I suppose. There's massive buffer of rounds. They could just save up and close things out properly and efficiently, but you're going to be double eco regardless, so we'll see CZs and the Scouts brought up. Round 18, Mac 10 for Dupree, scout for Glaive. 3 Kriegs in total, and that is just a showstopper of a kill at the start of the round. Glaive just has no idea how that even connected.
It's just another day in the office, isn't it? He's come in, stamped his time card, and hitting scout shots like that. Simple. Makes it 22. That's 22 frags in 17 rounds of play. Here in the 18th, he's ready for some more. And another tag. He hasn't missed. 100% connecting so far. And another one. My goodness. It's like Astralis have put magnetic vests on.
Every bullet just connecting here. Device and Zipex low, but still a 4-on-4. They'll creep up towards long bravely here. Remember, Perfecto with that Desert Eagle can do a ton of work here with the low HP players in front of him, but it's the healthy guys making their way up first.
He does go down uncontested. Magisk is crucial. And it looks like he's doing enough. Does manage to force the short player away. Dupree's Mac 10 connect. Simple, I swear. If you do anything ridiculous now, I am going to...
Oh, there it is.
That's just ridiculous! No, absolutely not. He made me sound like a gorilla. And Zipex will get that bomb down eventually. Finally found by Device, so Astralis will find another one. You are ridiculous. It's going to be Electronic just keeping hold of his CZ, but Astralis, that long, arduous task, it's an impossible one as you framed it, Henry. It's more about building the confidence for Nuke, because if Astralis come in with a frame of mind of Dust2, they are going to feel the wrath once again.
Well, still quite a convincing round, all things considered there. They lost the opening pick from the scout, picking toward the double doors at the very beginning. Simple then hits 2 more tags, gets a jumping kill to deny the bomb. They're lucky to get away with 3 players, to be honest with you. It felt like it was all going to fall apart, but well held. Astralis still in this one for now. 12 rounds in a row required after this one. As they'll save 3 Kriegs. Should be the full eco on the agenda here for Na'Vi. So not much more than P250s. Electronic will save the CZ and armor. Here's the initial kill from Simple, just waiting for his prey. Nails it. Glaive removed at the start. And here's the jumping shot, of course. Wallbang, denying the plant. That says it all. Just like, okay, well, today's not my day.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the question it's often thrown around, it was today on the stage, is like, how do you shut down Simple? And I think all Glaive had to say for that was, we will see. Perhaps the truth was, we don't know. Should be the easiest one of their T-side so far for Astralis. Should bring in the operative word. Molotov will force Boomich out. And he's gone. Not wanting to make any mistakes here. They're sending in that Dupree Mac 10 to get a whole lot of information, maybe even a couple of kills. Damages up Electronic. Perfecto getting his head tapped away. Did well to land the dink, though. If Simple gets the AK, he's got a chance to do more damage, but the sound cue's enough for Glaive.
Yeah, well held here by Astralis. Flamey makes his way towards the tunnels. He's got the Mac 10. Chasing Glaive at this point, but Glaive, I think, is aware. Will be putting the brakes on there. It should be a matter of time before he goes down, which it is. Bomb planted, Electronic left to us to the Eagle. And he has saved armor as well. So just looking to upgrade to an AK if possible. Holds patiently. 15-4 guaranteed.
Part of me wants him to just slap Glaive all the way towards T-spawn.
It's possible.
Do you think he peeks at any point, or is he happy behind his pillar? Is he going to have a little jiggle, a little
I think he will.
Inquisitive glance?
And the last second before the round ends, he'll peek out just to see if he can have a cheeky one. Nothing found. He does hold at the Deagle. He's got armor as well, right? So it's going to save him $1,000 going forward. They've got enough to buy into this round, but this is when I'm calling a timeout and saying, right, guys, we've got $4,000 here. This is how we could potentially throw the game if we fully invest it without everything we need. We won't have the AWP. There's going to be compromises. They've gone for it. It's going to be an MP9, 4M4s, no kit. So it's obviously a viable round for them. It's possible. But it's not absolutely everything they need just to get that one round. That's what I'd be focusing on now. That's how to close this out.
Yeah. I mean, it can happen whenever. It could happen right now. Perfecto, full flash, takes down Magic. Dupree did get to the blue pin, but it looks like Na'Vi are sending their entire squad to clear it. Dupree only gets the first. And Perfecto comes back for his second. Charging through middle, though, and the spray through the smoke from Simple will just clip Zipex into the site they go in the MP9. It's the worst weapon for that kind of fight. They will find Flamey. Good dink, good damage. Electronic is burning on his way through CT. And Na'Vi, yeah, this is the right call.
Yeah, save what you can. Decent effort there from Na'Vi. They did retake towards long, but as soon as the call was given, the 3 CTs were towards that long position, they hightailed it towards middle, which makes a lot of sense. We saw one isolated player with an MP9 in the back of B. As you noted, really not an ideal situation there. Did well to even get a little bit of damage off, but ultimately ran over there. As we find out, 5 rounds on the board for Astralis. That's going to be 4 in a row, but they made the right call here. Na'Vi have managed to collect 2 Kriegs. They've got the M4 as well. Loss bonus starting to rack up at this point. There'll be a 4th stage after this round, which is $2,900. And Simple still with a Molotov as well. No defuse gets into that round. And
okay, what rounds do Astralis have to get to, Henry, before I start talking about how it's Dust2 and on T sides, double digits, runs?
15-10 is when we can start saying, all right, there's a chance here. There's a way they can do this. But it's looking pretty promising right now. They've had some sensational comebacks in the past, but this would be one for the history books. 14-1 down in the first half. Make a convincing case it could do it at this point. Na'Vi will take a timeout. Good call. Let's calm down. Let's work out what we're going to do here. We don't have to force the issue. We don't have to fully invest into this round. Ideally, you're going for some Deagles, some CZs around this. You don't spend all your money. Electronic seems to have other ideas. He's gone in for the full investment. So they won't have the AWP again, but they were pretty close in the previous round. Good long spray. Did a lot of damage there. It was a great mid-round call coming from Astralis to adapt, make their way towards B. As we saw, no one there, just the MP9, and they walked right in. Device does have the sniper rifle now. It's going to take 10 rounds in a row just to start the conversation of overtime. If ever there was a team that could do it, though, Astralis might be up there. As you see, a different approach at the start of the round here. We are going to have a boost towards short from Electronic. Does he go for an aggressive play? Of course he does. Look for that double spray down. That is magnificent. 5 versus 3. The job should be done at this point. They try to change the pace up at the Astralis side, and they are punished for it. Perfect counter.
You can always count on those multi-kills. Electronic collects another double. That's going to be his 5th multi-kill round. And I mean, every single member of Na'Vi is coming into this round with 4 multi-kill rounds. Simple the exception at 7, but it's just a perfect picture of a very distraught Astralis. 3 players remaining to try and keep Dust2 dreams alive. They can take their time, understandably. They'll send a pair. Dastardly duo of Magisk and Zipex to contest with the leader of Na'Vi on long.
It all slows down for now. They still have 3 smokes. This Electronic has upgraded his M4 now to a Krieg. Didn't even take any damage in that interaction. Device with a speculative shot towards the A site. Doesn't connect. Same story towards the mid doors. Just trying to show presence as his teammates get ready towards long. Saying that we could be coming towards middle, towards short. They're actually focusing on this area here. And Boomich, very strong on holding long position. We've seen him get some remarkable kills with the MP9, even at range. Will he be able to do it once again?
Oh, it's Krieg, though, throwing the flashbang. It's very telegraphed, but they know he's coming, and it doesn't matter. Boomich still inflicting good damage. Magisk cut down to size, and Simple's relieved the threat on short. They're coming from long, and he knows it. Smoke blocks his view, but it doesn't block his bullets. It was Flamey that connected instead, all the way from CT. And Zipex is barely getting across. He's the walking wounded. He won't make it to the site. He won't make another round. It's going to be 16-4. Na'Vi have slapped Astralis in the face with a glove and accepted the duel.
A world-class performance there from Na'Vi. Last time they played Astralis, they managed to run over them in London, and looks like it could be more of the same here on the agenda. What a perfectly played Dust2 that was. 14-1 in the first half against the best team in the world, Alex. That's pretty unheard of. What exciting scenes that was. But the good news is, it's a very different map coming up next. Nuke is a lot more tactical, a slower pace. You can't just run around the map. And hopefully we'll see Astralis wake up. We'll take a bit of a break and be back with the analyst desk and map number 2 very shortly.